In a busy city filled with tall buildings and bustling streets, there lived a young man named Jude. He owned a small barber shop stuck in a narrow corner of a busy street. His shop wasn't anything fancy, just a small wooden kiosk with a shaky door, barely big enough to fit two people at once. The sign above his shop was worn out, the paint peeling off from years of neglect. Yet, despite his shabby appearance, Jude's barber shop was always crowded with customers. Jude himself doesn't look like someone who would draw such attention. He lived in a face-me-and-face-you yard where neighbors shared everything, from dirty bedrooms, stores to noisy quarrels over unpaid debts. His clothes were old and tattered, his shoes worn out. He walked around with his head down, as if ashamed of his appearance, and rarely spoke to anyone in the yard. Yet his little shop was always filled with rich men. Jude was known to be one of the best barbers in the city. Big men with expensive cars and fine clothes came to his shop to have their hair cut. They don't care that his shop was small or that he lived in a poor part of town. What mattered to them was how skilled Jude was with his clippers. His cuts were sharp, clean and perfect. No matter who you were, leaving his shop made you feel like you were on top of the world. But there was something unsettling about the way Jude worked. Jude had a dark, terrible secret. He wasn't just cutting hair. Every time a customer sat in his chair, Jude would trim their hair, and after he was done, he would pull out a clean white handkerchief and carefully wipe their heads. His movements were slow and precise. The customer smiled and thanked him for the special touch, thinking it was a kind gesture. What they don't know was that the moment Jude whipped their heads, he was stealing something from them, something invisible but powerful. Jude was taking their destinies, their grace, their luck without them ever realizing it. Those who left his shop felt happy for a while, but in the days that followed, their lives would turn down. They would lose jobs, face problems at home, and watch their wealth disappear, never knowing that their misfortune had begun the moment they sat in Jude's chair. Jude did not stop there. After every haircut, he carefully swept the floor, gathering all the tiny pieces of hair that had fallen. He would pack the hair into a small plastic bags and, under the cover of night, meet with a group of young men, young boys. These boys were who wanted more powers and wealth, and Jude knew exactly how to help them, who would pay him handsomely for their hair. These young men, desperate for power and wealth, used the hair for their dark rituals, and Jude in return became richer and richer, but no one knew how he made his money. In his small room, under his bed, Jude had a mysterious wooden box. Inside that box were his barbing clip and a white handkerchief. Every night, before going to bed, Jude would take out the box, place it on the floor and light a candle. He would then speak strange words, ancient words to the box. As he did this, the room would grow cold and shadows seemed to dance on the walls. But Jude never felt scared. He knew he was gaining more power. So guys, drop your comment in the comment section to unlock the next episode. I love you.